you can take care of yourself and all of that, but I'm not the one to boast. I will never do that. I will never boast on nobody because I don't do material things. I'm not going to be in the latest this and the eyelash and the... And
welcome guys, welcome back to another video, welcome back to another reasoning, welcome back to our story time, guys. First and foremost, happy Thanksgiving to all the persons who are celebrating Thanksgiving, from our family to your family. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, we all have a lot to be thankful for, even if it don't seem that way. For us, it's our family. We're home today, being Thanksgiving. Malika is right here, so tomorrow left. Malaya is right here, so being herself, and not here, so trying to figure out what she's doing with her hair.
I'm kind of trying to finish it.
So we're home, guys, and you know, we're just doing a lot of reflecting. And one of the things that we were reflecting on is something that we want to share with you guys. We're gonna do a story time about how we met. Now, I know we have touched on it a little bit in previous videos, guys, but we haven't really like sat and bring you guys through the full nitty-gritty of how Nats and I started dating, where we're coming from, and even to where we're at right now. How did we get here? In terms of what was the journey to Canada like? First and foremost, guys, you know what to do, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Drop a like on the video, guys, and you know what, just drop a comment, interact with us. All right, now where should we start?
Start. Yeah, man, start. And then I'll start.
Okay, so first and foremost, guys, Nats and I has been together for almost 10 years now.
Well, we said that last year or the year before, almost.
Well, we started talking in 2019. What we meant 2013. That was when we first like started talking to each other, like engaging in conversation, and you know, we started like dating. We started dating in the summer of 2013. But it's very important to know, guys, that when Nat and I started dating in 2013, I was already in a relationship.
I did not know, so I did not take nobody, man. I did not know.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was dating somebody else, but it wasn't it was dating, but it wasn't like something that I was in, if that makes sense. Does it make sense?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I was still kind of like searching for, you know, for my person, if that kind of makes sense. So I was still looking, and it's so interesting on Nats and I cross path actually, because like Nats grew up in a totally different community than what I grew up in. I was born in Portland, by the way. I big up all the persons who are from Portland watching this video. But that's all I did. I was just born in Portland. I grew up in Spanish Town, while Nats is from Clarendon. Clarendon, everything is in Jamaica, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. But Nats ended up living in, you know, my community for a little bit of time as she graduated high school and was looking for better opportunities. She had to leave Clarendon, so she ended up in Spanish Town, in search of, you know, better opportunities, school, work, stuff like that. So she ended up in the same community that I was in. I used to see this person, but I never really like, what would I say? I never really like engage in much conversation at first. And as Nat will tell you guys that she never liked me from the get-go, cause why?
No. Don't say that. The thing is, I saw him and he looked nice as Jamaican. I said, yo, you don't look nice, whatever, same thing.
Them tell them they have cute face and thing, but you know what thing, guys.
Whatever. It's the same thing. I was like, oh, I look nice, and you know, it just look nice. But after a while, I realized, me used to say, what me used to say? You're going like a better than people too much. Yeah, you behave like as if you're better off than others. So I was like, not interested.
I don't know why she would have said that still, because
you used to be like with a group of guys that's what you guys give off. Like you're better off than others. So
Yeah, it's just a case where we were just being judged because she never knew. So she wasn't in a circle and thing.
Whatever. And then I'm like, oh, not interested in him. And then before you know it, started talking.
No, it's very interesting, guys, because how we started dating was I wouldn't say coincidence, but I remember I was going to work one morning, and them time there, them have no driver's license or nothing. Them time there, so them was walking to work because I worked in Spanish Town. I lived in Spanish Town. I walked to work, so I was walking past the house that she was living at the time, and I saw this lady outside doing some washing, some laundry, and just out of humor, I said, "Hey, can you do some washing for me too? Can you do some laundry for me too?" And then I'd be like,
No. Don't do that.
"Don't do that." That wasn't what happened.
No.
What happened then?
I'm like, okay.
So you weren't like laughing?
No.
Anyways, guys, that was the first time we really exchanged words. And then I started noticing her. Lo and behold, I didn't know that Nas had a man at the time.
Whatever.
So, of course, yeah, them sharp and things, so them go in and say, yo, wagwan. Wagwan. So I go in and, we just started having conversations, guys. We just started having conversations and thing. And before you know it, I realized that we're really connected through conversation, and I realized that we are like-minded to an extent. So we're there, we just started having more and more conversations because it was in truth and in fact, it was a friendship at first, where we just started talking because I was with somebody, Nash was with somebody, we were just talking. We were just having conversations, and we started talking for longer and longer, and then it turned, seconds turned to minutes, minutes turned to hours, hours turned to days, and then I realized that, yeah, we can really, it's like conversation was easy. It was, it was very easy to talk to Nats, and I hope she found it the same way back then. But that's how we actually started dating. But guys, it never come easy still, guys, because we had so many challenges the early inception of our relationship. And I'm probably gonna disclose something in this video that you guys have never heard us talked about before. So Nats and I, we started dating 2013. Summer of 2013 we started dating, and we building a relationship, and then where Nash was living, we shared this in another video, but where Nash was living, it was actually just stayed with friends, like family member of friends and stuff. So it wasn't like her family. Her family was from Grande, pretty much. So I don't know what happened, but long and short, Nash get put out. Long and short, Nash get put out probably 2 months or less into our relationship. So at the time I was living in my family house. It wasn't a case where I was living on my own or anything like that. But Nat was staying there with me for a little while. But not being my place or anything, it's not like I could have just moved in that. So she was just there staying until she figured out something. And bearing in mind that we literally just started dating, like less than a month. So it's not like we've been together for a while and stuff like that. Can we go to mommy? Can I continue? Okay. So it's not like we've been together for like a long while or anything like that. It was just, we just started dating and stuff, and then that happened. But you know what, guys, in hindsight, everything happened for a reason, because if that didn't happen, it would not motivate us or motivate Nats to actually find somewhere of our own, and ultimately be the beginning of us like gaining full independence and fully transcending to where we are at right now. But it never easy, guys, because Nats wasn't working at the time. She and I, we just started dating, so she going through this situation, and I know say, oh, so my dad affair. I was there for her throughout that point in time and all of them things there. And then um, she got a spot that she was renting with a family member of hers. And then I was there for a lot of the time as well. And then you know what, guys, I stopped working as well. I stopped working for a little bit of time, so pretty much none of it in our work. So there wasn't any income that was coming in, and that was a very very rough patch. I remember that where Dance was living, it was basically the both of us living there, because I was there every day until until I had to, like, it was a case where like I started going to like my family house for grocery shopping. And just took food and things, go back to where we were living, because we never have any money. And we never have any money, guys, and we never have any furniture. I remember where we were living, guys, we never have any furniture. The house was just a bed, a table that we got with the house that we rented. We had a few pots that we never even have pot cover for everything. I remember, guys, when we were cooking, like for example, if we decided that we were cooking soup, we had to we had to cook the food in one pot, and then the meat in one pot, and then put it together, and then we had to use plate for pot cover and stuff like that. It was just not a very I would say it was not a very luxurious lifestyle. But you know what, guys, I believe that those times prepared us mentally for times like these. As I always joked around and say that if anybody who came to visit us at that point in time, if they called out to us, it would be just echo, because there was absolutely nothing in the house. I remember we didn't even have a fridge. We had to buy ice. We had to buy ice from the shopkeeper. We had to buy ice from the shopkeeper. Who, by the way, if you're watching this video, big up yourself. And yeah, we just decided, we were just going through the process of building. So we had to start from zero, guys, and nobody knew, because we are not that kind of person who like complain a lot. We just go through our circumstances and build. And that was what our first year of relationship looked like. But it brought us closer together, because even though we were together for only a year at that point in time, it actually showed each other's character, if that was the case, right? Like I saw that, okay, then this is somebody who I can build life with, because when difficult time comes, she's not gonna run away, she's not gonna, and hopefully she saw the same in me to say that, okay, then, yeah. Yeah, so that was what our first year of relationship looked like. Lots of in between, going through that, back and forth, going through that, not started working, because we were constantly looking. And then I started working. I got back at a decent job, was able now to move up in terms of our situation change. We started building each other's goal, and started just looking towards the future. And that was another interesting period of our lives. And then we're just going through the motion, and then guess what, guys? Nats got pregnant. Yes. So this is something that we have never disclosed before, guys, but Nats actually was pregnant before Malika, right? But then she ended up had a miscarriage. No, we have never disclosed that before. This is the very first time we have ever disclosed that. We found out she was pregnant. That was 2015. That was 2015. So that was like 2 years into our relationship, right? We discovered that Nats was pregnant. We were both, Nats was very mixed emotion about it.
No one get pregnant, have a child. We weren't we weren't stable.
We were just getting to that point in time. We were just building up. So it was really mixed emotions and stuff like that. For both of us, actually. For me, it was mixed emotion as well, but it was also like it's time to take on some more responsibility. And then I remember when that's going to do the first went to do the first ultrasound, then she found out that there's no heartbeat. And then that was a depressing period of time as well, where I had to be there as well for Nats to, just bring her through that period of time. She was admitted in the hospital for a little bit, and if you guys haven't noticed as well, we are each other's support, right? We are there for each other through thick and thin, mostly because that's all we have, right? So that was an interesting period of time throughout our relationship as well. That was like 2 years in our relationship. We were building, we were going through, and then that happened. Notwithstanding, we continued pushing, we continued working towards each other's goal, and then, as I said, I got a decent job. I was working. I got like stable. I was very stable in that job. Nats became stable in her job. It was now a routine, and everything was going good. And then in almost latter part of 2016, found out Nats was pregnant again, and that was with Malika. Nats was pregnant with Malika. That was more of a happy moment because we were in a better position. We were able now to, take care of a child and stuff like that, and everything was going good. The entire pregnancy was a joy. We never had any real reason to be concerned. There wasn't any medical problems, nothing like that. It was a smooth pregnancy, and I remember, it was good. Like we had fun. We were happy. We were planning. We were able to do buy all what we needed. We were able to do everything. That was a good period of our life. And then Malika was born, and then over time we found out that she is special needs. And then that's another chapter. Dealing with that, we'll probably have to do another video about that, guys, where we shared how we took that news on, how we managed that to where we are at right now. It wasn't easy. It was a lot. It's like the 5 stages of grief, right? It was like the 5 stages of grief where you pretty much went from denial to acceptance. That's where it is. So we are now at the stage of acceptance where we accept that this is how it is, and we are just doing the best we can to give her the best life that we can give her. But as I said, as I'm always saying, that's just one who was foreign-minded, guys.
Yeah. It started from earlier age because I have extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins that is here in Canada, and they're always coming down for Christmas holiday, and this is, and they're always talking about their life. I'm like, okay, I want that life too. So I want to go to Canada too. So yeah, that's how it started.
And she and her foreign-mindedness is what got us right here where we are at right now, because I wasn't very foreign-minded. Now, the thought of moving to Canada was like, it just seemed a little bit far-fetched in my mind. Like, like it's something that not every, but most progressive persons in a developing country would want. Like somehow would love the opportunity to migrate, especially to Canada. But at that point, like back in it, guys, it just never seemed possible. Like it seemed far-fetched. Like when I was going to community college, like the colleges, Okanagan College came and they did their presentation and then said like, okay, you can come to Canada, you can study, yada, and I was very interested and stuff like that. But then when I saw how much money it was gonna take, I'm like, nah, get that off your mind, kind of a thing. And I had even a few classmates at that point in time who ended up taking the opportunity. But that was as far as it went for me. And then, being with Nats and seeing how foreign-minded Nats was, and, it just kind of like spilled off on me. Not that it made me foreign-minded, but like I saw where it could impact, improve, and change our family situation. So that was what made us really and truly decide to make the decision to move to Canada, right? Many people are always reaching out to us. Why did you decide to move to Canada? That was the reason. The reason was just wanting a better life for ourselves and for our daughter, and just want a better future, and just also just wanting to to break the generational curse that's been over our families in terms of just the circumstances and the acceptance of the living standard and stuff like that. We just wanted to break that cycle because we were never ever comfortable in the situations that we were both born in.
Yeah,
We always wanted more. We always felt like there was more.
there's always more. I am. If you not know my story, you will know that I'm not coming from nowhere pretty. So I always know in myself that I wanted better. I wanted more. I don't know how it's going to come, but the determined say I wanted more.
It never pretty, guys.
Never
And we
pretty.
shared a video where we talked about life, Nat's life story and where she's coming from and just poverty and stuff like that. So it was a case where we just wanted better. And even moving to Canada, it wasn't a fairy tale for us. It wasn't the fairy tale story. And even where we're sitting at right now, guys, a lot of persons who were there when we just started dating, they're probably surprised that we're still together.
Surprise.
Because they just a lot of judgments and just not a lot of stuff. They're probably even still surprised, and you know what? What's for certain? There's a lot of persons who are probably even surprised that we are here, sitting in Canada, doing this video right now, talking about our experience because we had a lot of persons who like we thought were even our friends and stuff like that. Who like they weren't really our friends. They were more like, yo, watch out, she come from where, and yeah, and I can't forget this. I cannot forget this. I remember when Nats and I just started talking, and as I said, she was staying with a friends, family members, just just a way to get closer to better opportunities, and at that point in time, Nats grew up in Clarendon, rural Clarendon, moved to Spanish Town, which is considered like a town, but some persons would say Spanish Town a country to stay, but it's closer to town. And predominantly, she wasn't working, she was going to school. She was just trying to find better opportunities. So if you can picture that in your mind, you know that there's a lot of stuff that Nats didn't have. Nats didn't have like a latest iPhone. Nats never have like the latest clothes. Nats never couldn't like our hairstyle right now. We're off camera, half pull out.
Not do that. Not do that. As much as we need, yeah, not do that. Do that. So that's why I'm stay humble right now. I'm not one for fashion. You can take care of yourself and all of that, but I'm not the one to boast. I will never do that. I will never boast on nobody because I don't do material things. I'm not going to be in the latest this and the eyelash and behave like I'm better off than people. I will never do it. I know where I'm coming from and I'm going to remain humble. That's it.
Facts, waves. Yeah. So as I was saying, she never have the latest anything. So a friend of hers at the time who lived close to where she was living loaned her a phone at the time, and I remember when whatever happened and she had to leave where she was living, the person who loaned her the phone sent her a message, be like, yo, if you're going back to country, remember to give him back my phone. And I'm like, and this was somebody who she thought was her friend. Like, before you go back to country, remember to give him back my phone. And I can never forget that. And I'm sitting here now and I'm looking back and I'm like, really? Why do people think that way? Why do people act that way? But anyways, that happened, and everything is just a learning experience. And we've been together from 2013 and we got married in 2019. There's so many things that has happened throughout our relationship. We have been at the bottom, we've been in the middle, and we're working to be at the top. So we are humble, and sometimes we're still in awe. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm sitting down and I'm looking around through the doors and the offices, and I'm like, yo, what am I doing here? In other words, like, you cannot believe the position that you're in right now. If somebody had come to you before and told her that this is where you would have been, you would have probably not believe, because it seemed so far-fetched. It seemed so unrealistic, babes. Especially like when we're coming where we're coming from. And persons might look at us now and believe that we have the perfect life. But we don't have the perfect life. We have never had the perfect life. And we're just constantly working towards bettering ourselves, just as many of you guys are doing. Right? We have been through struggles, we've been through ups and downs, and we just always find a way to overcome. Right? And that is the important thing, finding a way to overcome. Persons might what's this?
No, we'll find a way.
Find a way. Like, persons might look at us and be like, oh, that's where I want to be, or that's where I want to be, kind of thing. But when Nat and I just started talking, we had to take the bus, we had to take the taxi,
You have to foot it.
we have to foot it, we had to walk north, south, east, and west. We had to do so many things.
You have to eat liver without any brownie, not white liver.
Oh,
because
my
we
God.
couldn't have our story. Oh gosh.
You want to tell them about that, Liz?
Let's come back. You tell them about that.
Guys, I'm telling you, we've been through so much learning experiences, as we call it. I remember our first Christmas together, the Christmas of 2013. We didn't even have a dining table, but we still cook with food, and the both of us stood on the
If
ground.
I can find the picture, I will put the picture up.
Yeah, let's put a picture of it right here.
I'll do it.
Guys, we had to sit on the floor and we eat our dinner and we do our thing and we just feel good and we're alright, right? So I remember, like, at the time, like, we never have any, like, as I said, any high-tech phone, any high-tech this or anything like that. And our friends at the time invest all them time and money into phone and clothes and stuff like that. And they used to probably be passive aggressive about it by even mocking us and teasing us by, like, oh, you don't have that the phone, or oh, you don't have this a phone. And
They did.
they did. And I'm like, does it really matter though? Does it really matter is a question. And we're sharing our story right now for you guys, just as a reminder. Just as a reminder, as it's Thanksgiving Day, right? As it's Thanksgiving Day, to just as a reminder to say, guys, like, just be grateful. Just be thankful. And we were watching a video this morning on YouTube. Ling and Lam, big up on yourself, by the way. Real authentic couple living over there in the US. And Lam said something that resonates with me. If you're thinking of migrating, guys, the persons who helped you along the way, be grateful. Be grateful. Now, being grateful doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to give them money. It doesn't mean that you're gonna be their best friend. But always remember the persons who helped you along your journey, right? Don't end up in a situation where somebody help you, especially help you to migrate, in terms of even giving you information and stuff like that. Helped you along the path, and then you're like ungrateful. Do not end up in that situation. Don't let the persons feel like you took them for granted. Don't let the person feel like they were used. Sometimes just thank you is enough. Sometimes just thank you is enough gratitude. Don't forget to be grateful, guys. In whatever situation you are in, don't forget to be thankful. As I said, it's Thanksgiving Day. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for this opportunity that I have to work and live in this beautiful country called Canada. I am thankful for my health. I am thankful that I had something to eat this morning. And I'm thankful for so many other things, right? Things are not perfect, but always find something to be thankful for. As we end the video, babes, what are you thankful for?
My family. The fact that I'm able to breathe. I know I have health. I don't know of anything wrong with me right now, but I'm grateful. I can see, I can feel, I can hear. Those simple things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that I have a job now that I love. Yes, and I do at times I just say sit down and like, am I really here? Am I really in this office? From my journey, what my journey has been, am I really here? So I have to be pinching myself daily to say,
Can I pinch her?
don't pinch me today. Yeah, am I really here doing this in Canada, in our office? Yeah, so I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for you for sticking throughout all these rough times that we have been through. You have been there, you have never give up. You have always been this positive person. Even when you don't see a door, you make window. If you don't see a window, you dig out a hole. Thank you for always being here. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for all the subscribers who have subscribed to our channel. Persons who have sent us message saying that our videos have motivated them to go on this journey. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I'm thankful for a lot of stuff.
Big up on yourself, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I don't know what we're gonna do today, but we're not gonna do any turkey because we don't like turkey. We have tried it so many times and we just don't like it. So we're just chilling here. This Thanksgiving Day, just giving thanks. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Smash a like and leave a comment. Alright guys, share the video as well.